Welcome back to Geno Studios TV. We'll be back at it again. As you can see from the title of the video, I got robbed. My first day in Sosua, I got robbed. And this is the story on how I got robbed. So before we get into that story, we're going to backtrack on how I even found out about Sosua in the first place. I've only known about Sosua, I want to say, for the last 3 years. Prior to that, I never even heard of the town. The only towns I've heard of in DR are the obvious ones: Punta Cana, Santo Domingo, Santiago, and I think that's really it. Like those three big towns. So anyway, let's backtrack for a little bit, and then it's gonna transition to the first day in Sosua. So I want to say like 3 years ago, I'm in the locker room at my job. All my fellas eating, talking, watching TV, doing regular locker room stuff. So all the guys start talking about this place called Sosua. Yo, we got the villa, 7-room villa, big pool, this, that, and the third. We got 20 girls up there. We got armed security. All this crazy stuff. It was almost similar, like, the way they made it seem, it was like Diddy parties going down. So I'm intrigued. I'm drinking my little coffee. I'm ear hustling, listening. Because mind you, I don't even know what they talking about. Like, I'm like, Sosua, what's that? Sosua. I don't know if that's somewhere in Europe or somewhere in South America. I ain't know where it was at. So they kept talking, kept talking, kept talking. I pulled my man to the side. I'm like, yo, what's Sosua? Where that's at? He like, oh, that's in Dominican Republic. It's next to Puerto Plata. I didn't even know about Puerto Plata either. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like tell me. I'm intrigued. So I'm like, tell me more about it. So he sit down next to me. He telling me all the crazy stories about Sosua and what we going down in Sosua. So he like, yo, check it out for yourself or whatever. So I'm like, all right. I get on the phone. I don't know, for some reason I go to Google Maps and I type in Sosua. Mind you, I don't know nothing about Sosua, so I don't even know all these videos are available on YouTube. Like, I'm so green to the situation, I go straight to Google Maps and not even on YouTube to see what's going on in Sosua. So I'm on Google Maps looking at it. I'm like, okay, it's on the north coast. It's a little far away from Punta Cana. I'm looking at all these other little surrounding towns. I'm like, okay, like, you know. So then I'm like, I'm looking at him. He looking at me. He like, nah, what you doing? Like, no, bro, go on YouTube and type in Sosua and look at all the videos on there. You're going to understand what I'm talking about. So I'm like, all right, I'll get on YouTube, type it in. My life changed forever. I started seeing all these videos. You know, the notorious videos with the girls on the beach with the creep cams. I've seen all those videos. All the videos of the chicks in front of Rumbas, Tiki Wiki, Blue Ice, on the strip. I'm like, damn, this place is popping. Like, this is where I need to be. Mind you, I don't know. It's that type of environment. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just thinking it's a town in DR where it's popping, it's lit, it got bars, it got chicks. I'm not understanding the real dynamics of Sosua. So I'm like, I could get with this program. Like, it ain't nothing for me to bag a chip on the strip. Like, that's easy. So now I'm like, all right, I gotta do my reconnaissance. I gotta do my research. Mind you, this is like 3 years ago. So now I transition to watching those videos to other people that's been going there, other YouTubers talking about Sosua, talking about DR, talking about investing in DR, properties, the whole real estate market out there. That's what really intrigued me the most about the North Coast area. The girls and all the other shit is cool, but I'm really more intrigued in that. So I did all my research. At the time, I didn't even have a passport at the time. I'm like, yo, that's the first thing I gotta go do. I go do the paperwork for the passport. I'm waiting for that in the mail. I think it took like, 6 weeks to come in the mail. Something like that. Whatever. Now I'm looking at flights. I'm like, I gotta go do a dolo mission. Do what I gotta do. My vacation come up. Something happened in my personal life. I couldn't even do the trip. I'm like, all right, damn, whatever. And mind you, this was my last week of vacation for the year. So I had to wait like another 6, 7 months for my vacation time to recoup again. So I get all my weeks again. So I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. I'll just wait. So back to regular life, grinding, working, doing the regular shit that we gotta do in life. Fast forward 6, 7 months. I'm picking my vacation slots. I'm like, all right, this year, I'm definitely going. I start picking my slots. I think I picked a week in March, a week in April, and I think 2 weeks in June. No, matter of fact, I picked a week in May and I picked a week in June. So I'm like, all right, it's lit this year. I'm gonna make it happen this year. For some strange reason, the same ish happened again. I'm ready to book. I'm ready to go. Something else pop off where I can't go. That's a whole nother story. I'm gonna talk about that in maybe a future series or whatever on people hating on you and hating on your dreams and hating on your success. And I'm gonna do that on another series. So whatever. So again, I gotta cancel the trip. I can't even do the trip. So I'm like, man, I'm tight because I had this my homegirl from my job, she was helping me trying to book through I think the website was called like Caribbean Tours or something. It's like Caribbean something. It's like a website where it's like they give you package deals and all this other crazy stuff. She had found something perfect for me where everything was like all inclusive because she do mad trips. And that's all she do is all inclusive trips. So she was helping me trying to book everything, but then I had to tell her I can't do it because the other stuff had popped off. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I gotta wait a whole nother 6, 7 months again for the next year to clear. So I'm like, I don't care what happened. It's going down. So again, back to working, back to grinding, doing the family thing, whatever. Finally, the time come. I picked the week in March. As soon as I picked the week in March, I went straight to the crib, went online, booked the ticket, reserved the hotel, and it was on. This time, I had spoke to the same dude that was telling me about Sosua. He was actually going for his birthday. His birthday's in March. So I was like, yo, if you don't mind, like, we'll rock out together. We got the same vacation week. So he's like, I bet. I'm with it. So now this is March 2025, last year. Still the old Sosua. It's still crazy going down. We take a JetBlue flight out of JFK. My man, he want to ride comfortable, so we flying first class. You know what I'm saying? First class only.